Good morning, YouTube. Some people in here. See if they want to come in and chat for a little bit. Uh, see who wants to come in. Just gonna be an interesting show today. I want to do a missing persons checklist today. Just something different. I I'm trying to wait till I get some new ones, missing person posters. So this should be easy. Okay, who we got in here? Hey, Nora. Nora, I took your advice, by the way. Yeah, I took your advice. I'm doing actually the checklist that I found out how to do it, what all goes on the missing persons flyer. You know, giving a little bit of things for that. I hope I found the right one. I mean, this is missing persons checklist. You know, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. There we go. I don't know if y'all can hear me all right. It says I got to have two screens, but hey, I can't see. Okay. The first thing you do is, can y'all see that okay? There we go. Okay. What I'm reading, you know, if you suspect a person is missing, the following are actions you can take. Um, the first one is immediately contact your local law enforcement agency to report the person missing. In addition, you may contact the law enforcement agency in a different area if you believe that the person went missing somewhere else. See, I didn't know that. I thought you were supposed to contact your actual law enforcement. There's no required amount of time you must wait in order to file a missing persons report. See, I've always thought you had to wait, what, 24 hours? Yeah. Um, when you, here we go. When you file a missing persons report, the police will ask you a number of questions. It would be helpful if you had the following information. Okay, I'm gonna go through the information of basic information of the missing person. Uh, the full name, that's a must. I think date of birth, which would give her the age, pretty much. Birthplace, I can see, you know, that would be good. Um, Nicknames, if any. Now, if to me, that would be good, to see if, oh yeah, I thought, yeah. uh, Current and previous addresses, who else lived there. See, they may know information as well. I and nicknames. I'm going back to the nickname again. What if you don't call them that? What if you call them a nickname? What if they go by a nickname? Current and former employers. That would be good. They can. To me, I feel like they can see exactly how their mannerisms were at their job. You know, um, okay, how they acted. I'm going up a little bit, so bear with me. Okay, physical description of the person missing: height at time of they went missing, weight, and age. You know, uh, what was age were they when they went missing, and the build, I can see that. Hair's color and the length of hair. You know, even the eye color. You know, but now I've heard they got different color contact lenses out that can change your eye color. Uh, any distinguishing remark, marks such as tattoo, birthmark, scars, etc. Uh, Beard, mustache, and even sideburns. You know, because you don't know exactly what they look like. Now, I mean, you can give them like and find the most recent picture. Now that's to me that's key right there. I mean, you could tell them what they look like. You could describe what they look like, but you can't really give them. I'd rather give them a picture. You know, a picture says this is what he looks like. Oh yeah, this is what he looks like. This is what she looked like, and that way it could be on the poster. Okay, habits and personalities. Does the individual smoke? If yes, what kind of cigarettes? Does he or she drink? If yes, what type? You know, does the individual use recreational drugs? Does the individual chew gum? Hey, I do. I chew gum. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What type of recreation or activities does the individual engage, including hobbies? Say they could go to yard selling, and are there particular habits that the individual has, such as, for instance, does he or she go to a particular spot for coffee each day? You never know. I mean that helps. To me, that helps. You know, it helps. Uh, what type of personality? Oh, I skipped one. What does the individual have particular banking habits? Now that's a good one. You can almost see if they have a debit card that you could almost see. Oh yeah, it's very detailed. Yeah. Uh, you could see if that person went into the bank that day before, you know, and maybe they could have. video camera. Does the individual what type of personality does the individual have? Is the individual outgoing or quiet? And is the individual friendly or depressed? That makes actually a good idea. You gotta, to me, you gotta see, you know, I call them mannerisms, but I see what you're saying. You know, uh, what are the personal values and philosophy of the individual? That's a good one. That's a good one. I think, anyway. Is the individual religious? You can go ask different churches. What church did you go to? Have they seen him that prior Sunday morning? You know, yeah. Um, does the individual have any personal or emotional problems? You never know. Some stuff like that, you never know. You know, because a lot of people, honestly, I think a lot of people want to keep it in. What level of education or training does the individual have? Check with schools. You know, check with their, if they go to a vocational school, check with when were they last in there? How was their mood? Does the individual frequent any particular areas, bars, taverns, or places of interest? Where do they like to go when they're not doing, things? This is really a good list. Yeah, this is really a good list. Clothing that the missing person was wearing when last seen. The the style and color of the shirt. What color was the shirt they had on? What style was it? Same thing with the pants, the style and the color. Even the jacket, you know, and you know, and if applicable type of headwear was. Oh crap! Can y'all see that? Hold on, let me stop the sharing screen. I'm gonna redo this. Hold on. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Here we go. Do this again. Okay. How is that? Is that better? Okay. Type of glasses. Where did they buy their glasses? You know, type of gloves. Did he have on a pair? Did she have on a pair? You know, and this I think is really good. This next one. Type of footwear. Was they wearing tennis shoes? Was they wearing casual shoes? Boots? Work shoes? You know, okay. Trip plans of the day they were missing. This is one I never found out. You know, I never thought about this one. What were the missing persons plans and or activities on the day they went missing? Well, you can just, I mean, if they had like to me, I would say if they had like a planner, yep. If they had like a planner, I would think they would have it written in a planner, or if they told somebody, like, hey, we're going to do this, we're going on a vacation, or you could say, hey, I got to go on a business trip. Okay. Uh, and this is the next question I like. Where was he or she going? You know, find out. Like, did they say where they was going? Did they say what? And you know, why was he and she going there? Was it a business trip? Was it just to get away for a weekend? You never know. You know, I'm going to. Okay. Uh, if the individual was traveling by car, can you provide the detail, make, and model number of the car and the license plate number, as well as registration? Now, the make and model, that would be pretty easy. License plate, I think that will be hard. What do you think? I mean, I think it will be hard to do. And registration, I don't know. You know, uh, provide any information about any other vehicles or mode of travel that the missing person may have access to. They could be on a motorcycle, they could be on a bus, they could be on a plane. That's the way I look at it. Find out exactly, to me, where they are going. How are you getting there? Like I've always, if I'm going somewhere, well, how are you getting there? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. The information last time the person was seen, the time and location of where he or she was last seen. Okay. Say, and I wholeheartedly agree with this one. Oh yeah. Yep. It is important, Nora. Uh, the name of the individual who last saw the missing person. It could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be anybody. Just try to get them out there. You know. Then now this is a good one. The name of the individual who was last talked at length with the missing person. Find out who they talked to. Find out why. What. You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to be like, okay, what's the conversation about? You just find out what time and about the conversation. You know, uh, the direction that the missing person was traveling when it was last seen. Okay, say you're going to town. They were going to town. Okay, you see them going to town. Okay, then after they talked, that person they had the other way. To me, what I would do, I would note that okay, I would do it this way. Okay, she's gone to town. Okay, she must talk, but she's going the other way. And if they have the cell phone on them, call and find out how come. You know, and this is a good one. The attitude of the person. Yeah, that's what gets you. The attitude, because you don't know how they feeling. You don't know like they could be, oh, I'm fine, and next minute I don't want to talk to nobody. The attitude could change just like that. You know, uh, was they complaining or being concerned about anything? You know, could they have, say they went to the bank? Could they be concerned about a bill that they forgot that came out, or they forgot to turn, simple stuff. Simple stuff. Okay, I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. So I hope it's all right on that next screen. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is a huge list. I did not know that this took this long. Overall health and condition of the person. How was their physical condition? Were they feeling good? Were they sick? You know, or you know, did they have a? I don't. Oh crap! There it goes again. I don't know why it does that. Go back here. Do it again. I'm kind of wondering if it's the StreamYards. There we go. Okay, yeah, the physical part. You don't. I mean, did they get out of the hospital or you know? To me, what about? Oh, I do too, Nora. I do too. Let's do another page or so. I'm sure. Um, what about the medical problems? Are they diabetic? Are they? Do they have high blood pressure? Do they need oxygen? You know, do they need their medication? You know, and this point under this disc is really good. I like to read this one. If the person suffering from Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or memory loss, if so, are they registered Project Lifesaver? I'm gonna have to check that. That sounds pretty good. If they are registered, what is their registration number? And are they wearing an identification bracelet or carrying an identification card? That's a good idea. I want to do some more work on finding out what that is. Hey, Stephen, welcome to my mixing persons. um, do they have any handicaps or disabilities? You never know. You know, is there any psychological problems? You know, do we know any medications that the individual is taking? You know, any addiction that the individual has. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it out too, Nora. That is cool. Um, what you can do, it gives you a little thing. Provide the name of the missing person's family physician and their health card number if possible. You can also provide the name of the missing person's main dentist. That's a good one, if possible. See, I didn't know you could do a dentist. That's this is amazing. This is amazing. Yep. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I hope it don't. There we go. Okay, I'm having to do the. There we go. Can y'all see the top? Potential people that have that in potential people that the individual would contact. Okay, this is a good one. Looking okay? Can y'all see it? Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Uh, list all the person's friends and acquaintances who the missing person may try to contact. You can include the try to include the addresses and phone numbers. Hey, why not? You know, you never know. You never know what they're going to contact. Okay, I'm going up to the next page. Here we go. When you have finished filling out the missing persons report, ask that the police provide you with the police case number and the contact information for the officer in charge of the case. Yep. Good thing, wasn't it, Nora? It's amazing. I didn't think they did all this. See, we don't, as a public people, we don't know that they do this. Okay, secure the personal belongings and living space of the missing person until the police provide further direction. Below is a list of items of importance. Uh, items such as a hairbrush, a toothbrush, or undergarments in the event that the investigators may need to undertake DNA analysis. Wow. Any electronic equipment such as a cell phone or computer. What is the make of the phone and the cell phone provider? I've heard them, what they call ping the phone as well. Do you know that if they're active on a chat lines or other social online networks such as Facebook? See, I didn't know that. Any personal documents such as banking statements and credit card statements, as well as all bank card information. It's amazing. It's amazing. Any written material such as a journal. Now, I don't know if a lot of people still do journals, you know. Now they can do online journals, I'm sure. Uh, to make things more manageable, start a log or journal. Include all information about the missing persons case in the journal. To me, that would be a given, I would think. Maybe it's just me. I'd be like, I gotta write this down. You know, um, the police will likely request that someone from the family volunteer to be a liaison or spokesperson for the family to deal with police investigators. I can see that a lot on the news. If you watch a lot on the news, if someone come missing, someone speaks for the family. I've seen that on the news several times. Uh, this simplifies the relationship between the police officers and the family. Then the police officers will update one person with respect to the investigation and will know who to contact when information is needed from the family. It's best to talk with your family and close friends about who will be your family contact person with the police. I have, I have almost been in that situation. Uh, if the members of your family are being overwhelmed, you may decide that a close friend should be the contact person. I mean, wow. I didn't think a lot of this, you know, was in it, was. I feel like they can see exactly. Sorry about that. And if the missing person is a child or an endangered adult, inform the police of this factor as soon as possible. Wow. Let's for a minute and move this up. Okay. It is, Nora. It is so detailed. Okay. And, okay. And this is what your family, whoops, you slide it back down. There we go. I don't know why it slides up like that. Okay, this is what your family can do. You can conduct a telephone search. Phone friends, acquaintances that may have information about where the missing person is. I mean, who knows? They could have told a friend, "Look, I'm going to this house." Another friend's house. Write all the information down in a journal. And if you find any additional information from telephone inquiries, pass it on to the police. Like, hey, they're supposed to go to this house, and they never showed up. You could distribute a flyer with a photograph of the person around your community. I've seen that happen. Tell all necessary people about the disappearance of the missing person. It may include the missing person's employer, their bank, and their doctor. If it is a child, you will need to contact the school they are attending. Oh, yeah. And if it applies to your situation, arrange for the payment of the missing person's mortgage, rent, or bills. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Now, this is how you can take care of yourself and your family during this time. I love this list. I love this list. Ask yourself if you need to take an extended leave from work. If you do, talk to your boss about what options might be available. He may say, "Sure," you know. He, if you, if you need to take an extension, make an extension on bill payment. Ask him what options are available there. You know, try to eat, sleep, and exercise. Just take care of yourself. You know, don't let. I know it's hard having missing persons. It's got to be. Try to. I mean, try not to blame yourself. That's one thing. Don't blame yourself. Don't say, "Well, if I do this, Also, try to realize your limits. Be easy on yourself if you're unable to provide what is needed in all situations. You may, for instance, be unable to provide emotional support to all of the members of your family. Don't feel guilty in seeking professional counseling services. It pays to help talk someone. You know, don't. I think what they're trying to say is don't ball it in. You know, and don't feel guilty if you return to work. No, Don't feel guilty. Okay, I'm gonna go on to another page. Actually, that is it. Nora, would you like to come up? I would be glad to send you a link. To me, to me, that is the best list. I just searched it this morning. Hey, Linda. I'll get you in here. I don't know why it's taking so long, but that's okay. I know another way around it. There we go. It was, wasn't it? Yeah, Linda, I had to do a list. I found out exactly what to do. It gave you a point by point, here. There you go. There you go, Miss Nora. I got you. Yeah, that was one of the best lists, I think. I think I think it was. Okay. uh, I just called it Whiskey Chat. Hey, Nora.
Hello.
That was one heck of a list, wasn't
Yeah, it's crazy the questions they ask you when somebody goes
it?
missing.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Uh,
so weird when I had to answer all those questions about my sister. They wanted to know, like, could they have permission to get her dental records and
yeah.
any records for, like, CAT scans, x rays, in case they find, like, bone fragments. I was so crazy. I was like, ah!
It was a list on what shows up on a missing persons poster. And plus what to do, Linda. It's a really good list.
Just panic and scream like a chicken with head cut off.
I bet when you said, why are you asking me them questions like that? Now you know.
That really, I guess they're saying that an asteroid flew past Earth,
Wow. As long as it didn't land.
right?
Let me see if I can put the link to that.
Maybe that's why we're at like 95% humidity.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
It's
Okay, I
so
found it.
quiet today.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, Linda. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. There you go, Linda. That's the list I was going through. And I
See,
was surprised on how lengthy it was.
right. And that's what I mean. Like, it's so cool when you start going through and like looking through different parts of how the whole operation works with a missing person.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting stuff in there.
Oh yeah. And that Project Lifesaver.
I'll
I
have
was
to
like,
look into that. That sounds interesting.
I've never heard of it. See, we don't
I
know.
haven't
You know.
either, but I think that's a great idea for elderly people who
Yeah.
have like dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you, Linda. It would. Yep. Now I don't know if Linda, if y'all missing person thing is different. I don't know. Be something to find out how they do it in different countries too. You know.
Right, right.
I mean, it's just something. You know.
It's just interesting to know how it all works.
Oh yeah.
Something new, something different.
I was like, wow. You know.
I am so stuck on stupid today.
Uh oh.
So stuck on stupid.
Well, my uncle will be coming home today.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And later on, I gotta get my medicine.
Yes, you do. You don't want that to get worse. That would suck.
Oh yeah.
Cellulitis, that shit ain't no joke.
No, it's not. I'd be streaming in the hospital. Live from room 302 on the second floor.
Wheelchair races.
Yeah.
See who can walk faster with their walkers.
Yeah. Oh, I had, when I was working at Walmart, I was telling everybody, you know what we ought to do? They said, what's that? I said, what we ought to do is get, you know, them riding cars they have in Walmart, right?
Hell yeah. And have a
Get,
race.
get them, they'd be the starter cars, and then buggies, and then race around.
We got in so much trouble once at Kmart. We tied
Uh-huh.
the shopping cart. We tied like 3 shopping carts to the back of the electric cart thingy,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and we were driving that shit all over the store. We got in trouble.
But it was fun while you was doing stuff.
It was
Gotta
fun.
be.
That's the I see. I used to get in innocent trouble when I was a teenager. That was fun.
Yeah.
I like
Now,
doing shit like that. I still
oh
like
yeah.
doing. I'm mischievous. I still like doing shit like that.
Oh yeah. And people look at you like you're crazy. I'm like, what? We're having fun.
I'll start running down the aisle, and then all of a sudden jump on the back of the cart, and the kids are laughing at me.
Go holler, wee.
Mom, you're crazy.
Oh, thank you, Linda. It's really good. I hope it. I wonder if it's the same way in UK. I would imagine. You know, I'm gonna look
Yeah,
that up one day.
that's something interesting to look up.
Yeah.
How missing
Yeah.
persons are is missing persons reports different in different countries.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I mean, I'm trying to help. How you doing, Robert? What's going on?
It's good. It's a distraction.
Yeah,
Oh, there's Robert in here.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when I was telling you about what was happening over there?
yeah.
I think that's
As
who he's
long
upset.
as as long as we ain't got no dog in that race, so we're doing our own thing.
Yep, yep. I'm not getting involved in that.
No, I just read about 4 pages of what to do with doing a missing person thing, which was interesting. You know, I like to make stuff interesting.
Right. It's and I like it because it's different. It keeps us, keeps us
Yeah,
all doing something different. You know what I mean? I can't
and a lot of
to
people
be
be
bl-
like,
to be
uh huh.
bluntly honest, like with the way I've been feeling recently, the drama just can't do it. There's too much going on with all
uh,
that. Hi,
hey,
Team
Team
Trevor.
Trooper, did you see what I put up? Nora's happy.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's a great, that way, you have your variety. That way you're not getting bored with doing the same thing every week.
Yeah,
You can spice it up a little bit. And it's good to know, like a lot of those things you wouldn't think about when you go to file a missing persons report. And if you
now
have
you know why
everything together at once,
why they ask them questions instead of just
right,
trying to be in somebody's business.
right. Well, when it was really scary, my mom left my
Uh
dad
huh.
after 25 years of marriage, and she left 3 days before Christmas, and it was her payday, and she had cashed her check and then disappeared, and nobody knew what the hell was going on. And
Yeah.
now that I'm older and I look back at I was always like, those are really invasive questions. Why would
Hmm.
they ask something like that? But now that I'm older and I understand
Hmm.
it, I'm like, wow, that's a really good question.
Yeah. Hey, Queenie. Yeah, because I'm like, okay,
It also
if they
helps.
went to the
It
bank,
also helps you to be able to approach a person correctly, like if they're missing. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, yeah. You almost get like, okay, how come you want to know, like, how come you asked if they went to the bank? And now reading that checklist, you're like, I didn't think of that. you
Right.
know, because the bank's got uh, cameras, you know,
Cameras. They've got records
and,
of where the card's being used, all kinds of
and if
stuff.
it was used that day, yeah, or that day after too, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. And cell phones, yeah, I could see them pinging a cell phone,
Oh
because
yeah.
I watched that. What was it? First 48 hours,
Yep.
and they do that.
Oh, keep it there.
That's a good question, Linda. Linda, do they have anything like Project Lifesavers over there, or is it Life Save? I think it's Life Save.
I always
I don't know
wondered
why I'm
that about my mom. I always wondered that about my mom when my mom left. Like, how come she left us with my dad? Like, I'm glad she did. I was a daddy's girl. I couldn't imagine
yeah.
being taken away from my dad. But I always wondered that. Why'd she not take us with her? That's weird.
Uh huh. who saw the person before they, you know, who did they talk to? You know, maybe that person sensed something going on, you know.
Right.
I'm like it's just amazing, you know.
Yep. And it's incredible how fast you can find a person. Like with how big the world is.
Uh-huh. That's why we're talking about Team Truthers. That list right there. If you hadn't seen it, there you go. I mean, it's just like to find out what their mental state is before they left. You know.
Well, it also helps their mental state out. Like I was saying, it also helps you to be able to approach a person that's missing.
Yeah.
You know, if their mental state, you know, if they're like manic or whatever, you know, you can be careful and, you know, to approach them with caution. If they're on certain medications,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Exactly. And what if they need their medication? You know, well, if they ain't got it, you know. Hello, Casper. Welcome. Wow, Linda. So he had. So they are with him, right? Mm.
It's crazy.
It is. I mean, it's just, you know, like I've always said, I'm here to try to help, not hurt nobody.
Ow, that
Uh-oh.
fucking Howie.
I mean, you know, that was a good list.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think next one
What
I
also,
want to do is the, uh-huh.
like I was saying, like maybe eventually in time I'll help you and we'll see what we can find too is like stories of like people who went missing and they got found or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I think that kind of stuff is
Oh,
really interesting too.
oh yeah.
Why did my mom do that? Um, well, they were married for 25 years, and my dad was in the military. And when he entered the military, was in Vietnam when they were doing air inoculations. And when they were doing the air inoculations, they would just wipe the tip of the needle off and go to the next person because STDs weren't a big thing yet. And my dad got hepatitis C, and he was really sick and we could never figure out why.
Yeah.
And I guess my mom fell out of love with my dad. So she found somebody else on the internet and left.
Linda, don't ever think that.
No, you don't.
Mm-mm. No.
Maybe stop the world for 5 minutes and get off the world.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to go disappearing.
No.
Sometimes they do things to people that aren't very nice.
But it's crazy. I mean, yeah, I wanted to start seeing if I. Uh-huh.
Oh, I broke out from that.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
I don't know if it's on my end or your end, but it's more like robotic.
It feels what now? Whoa. There you are.
Let's see if that's better. It sounded all weird.
Yeah.
Not much better now. Did I see my mom again? Yes, actually I did. But it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
I always had a lot of I don't want to say anger, but just like frustration over what she did.
Yeah. Animosity.
Kinda, a little bit.
Yeah.
I swear I mop these floors like 50 times a day. I still look dirty. I hate that. Hey,
Uh-oh, here's a little one.
Pixie, shut your mouth.
She said, Mom, come here.
Oh, I'm really gonna piss him off.
Uh-oh.
Pixie, no barking. My best friend stayed the night at her boyfriend's house last night, so I had my god dog.
There you go.
My god dog. Yeah. No. No, you're not, Miss Pixie Poo.
I like what I'm doing on here.
I think it's awesome. And you know what? I think it is a great distraction. And I think it's good to do something and put some positive energy out into the world. And you don't find a lot of that these days. We live in a world full of so much hate. Not a lot of people do good things like you're doing anymore. Nobody gives a shit.
I just figured, hey, why not?
Seriously, I really think it's a great thing what you're doing. A lot of people, even like we were saying the other day, like even people who are on, I guess, the opposite side of us.
Yeah.
Have even said, that We don't get along, but I think that what he's doing is freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Just getting the word out, you know.
oh, that's what you guys were born for. I should have known.
Yeah.
Should have known.
Well, I think this gonna be my live stream for at least this morning anyway. Well, this afternoon.
Anna, what?
Yeah. And Nora, I appreciate you coming up on my panel.
Of course.
And thanks for everybody coming in. And I hope, and for people watching after play, I hope they get informed, and, let friends know, hey, this is something some YouTubers doing, check it out. And I will see
And the
y'all
word
on the next. Uh huh. We'll see y'all on the next one.
bye.